everyone, and welcome to another DOC finals match that I am commentating this year. I seem to be on commentary duty. This is the finals of the Consolation bracket of the Dominion Online Championship 2024, and we have two formidable opponents. It's kind of a repeat nation-wise of the official finale, like the main bracket finale, as we have a German player, Neqativ, and a Japanese player, GrassWonder. Neqativ is also our first seed, so we are not surprised to see them in this finale. They beat players like Zanderg and Kuni 86, 86, 86, Derpa, and El Taco on their way to this finale, so no mean feat. And GrassWonder is third seed, so also not a surprise to see them here. And they beat Mazel Tov the World and Will Wong on their way, and we expect a very entertaining and impressive match for sure. Neqativ player one in this first game, and we're off to the races. Also, good morning, everyone who's in Europe. That's a little bit of breakfast dominion. Okay, so we are shy. We have a shy militia and Neqativ open militia. We have a rush, which could be nice for Haunted Woods stuff. We have vampire. Okay, let's look at the kingdom. Boons and hexes. I like the color distribution of this kingdom. Just always the most important thing that you should look at when looking at a kingdom. So the thing here is that we don't have plus buy. We have plus gains with our vampire and sort of the Devil's Workshop, but yeah, so it's a single province kind of kingdom, if that is what we are going for. Neqativ seems to have made up their minds. I did not look up pronouns. If anyone could look up pronouns, I'm fairly certain that Neqativ uses he, him pronouns, but I'm not so sure about GrassWonder. Where was I? Oh, whoopsie. Neqativ is also just FYI very strong, or has been very strong in German league. Unsurprisingly, I don't know that much about the Japanese league, so I can't really say for GrassWonder. All right, so Neck opened Malicious Secluded Shrine and GrassWonder the same. And now we have a Devil's Workshop for draw. I presume. And GrassWonder thinking about what to do with their second four. Yeah, I look at this and obviously I want Ironmongers just because I love this card so much. But I think you're still trying to hit Vampire here, which Neqativ at least fails to do in his second shuffle. And GrassWonder thinking of which path to take. I feel like with Shy, why not take more of the militias? Oh, what am I talking about? Haunted Woods is sort of draw. Yes. All right. I'm ready for GrassWonder. Whoever takes the first Ironmonger, whoever takes the first card that I love the most in a kingdom, they will have my allegiance. So Nick could trash here if he wants to. Yeah, so I don't know. I feel like uh get vampire, get haunted woods, buy provinces. What's your payload? I guess you buy you're sad and you buy payload. Okay. Yeah, that's why you need more of them, right? You need more militias so that you can shy one. So both players miss 5. Yeah, I wonder. I mean, obviously we know that the militia attack wouldn't have hurt Neqativ, but GrassWonder didn't know that, so it's interesting that they chose to shy that one. Let's see what Neqativ does. I mean, with like settlers, fishing village, there's still sensible stuff to buy here. GrassWonder is still missing 5. I mean, obviously here because under attack, but I don't know. I would go for settlers, I think. Ooh, are you going for the root cellar? Here we go, second militia. Decides against, probably because, yeah, they don't want to trigger a shuffle. Gonna pick up a vampire here. Presumably, or they could rush a haunted woods. They have enough money. Yeah, I don't know. If you rush the haunted woods now, then you're fairly yeah, there's no chance you hit 5 next turn, so you could pick up the vampire then. Here we go. Surely you're gonna shy this militia. She said, okay. And here you can pick up a cold or gain settlers, pick like gain ironmonger, gain haunted woods. That looks like a fine turn to me. Does that work? You rush, you buy rush here, and then you... Oh, interesting. Okay. I totally know how cards work. The next time you gain an action. I knew that. Yes. I mean, this is obviously much more elegant than what I had proposed. Is this really a question? Don't you just pick up the ironmonger? Is this my tunnel vision on ironmonger? Like, I have to click it. As long as there's things to click, I have to click. So again, GrassWonder contemplating whether or not they should shy this militia. They only have 1 militia. But this is also almost all of their cards. So it's more a question of, do you want to play the root cellar or no? There's one estate down there, 2 coppers, or 1 copper? 2 coppers, estate, and silver. So you can definitely afford to play root cellar and ironmonger, and then you still have enough monies for the vampire. What are we thinking about? Okay. I mean, you could rush Haunted Woods again and put off the vampire by another turn, just for the duration draw for the balance. But I think you need to pick up a vampire. A vampire. I think it is necessary. Okay, this is gonna be another, yeah. So now I think you do shy the militia here as GrassWonder. You want to find your ironmonger and oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah. And play on, let's pick up a vampire so you have your militia on top that you can shy next turn. That's fine, I think. Surely you want a vampire. Oh. Apparently not. Apparently not. Oh, that's okay. So that's a sad situation for Neck, because obviously if they want to trash these estates, if they want to play their night cards, they can't buy anything here. And they also did not find their Haunted Woods, so this is sadness. But they could trash, yeah, trash 2 coppers, trash 2 estates. So maybe not a lot of sadness, actually. So this time vampire? I don't really understand the fishing village. It's not like you need uh I mean, okay, you need 2 actions if you want to play your militia and your haunted woods. But it's not like you're at that point yet, right? Maybe they think about maybe they're gonna pick up a gold tier and trash. But yeah, I don't know. I'm skeptical about the. Ooh, whoa, okay. Okay. I mean, Yeah, it makes sense in a single province kingdom. It makes sense to, I think, keep an estate if you're right, but then again, you have vampires. Like your opponent has a vampire, they can pick up duchies. So interesting. This is certainly interesting. We'll see how it plays out. So, Neqativ could just rush another Haunted Woods here, just to be absolutely sure to draw. They could pick up a second vampire, which might get dicey at some point with the bats. They could pick up a second gold. I mean, they have two Ironmongers, so they are more likely to... Okay. Interesting. Interesting. So I would presume that GrassWonder is trying to hit province every turn here on out, which is going to be difficult with a root cellar, of course. And they only have one militia. I mean, maybe the province was just an opportunity buy and not a mission statement, but we will see. Yeah, I was surprised by the root cellar as well. I mean, this is almost it, so... And by almost, I mean we're 2 money off. So not really almost. I was doing my art check while GrassWonder was thinking of what to play, which is, are there more ships than horses? And I think since there's no ship, so we have one horse with the Ironmonger, or maybe it's a donkey. This looks like a donkey to me. So, and settlers have also a donkey. So we have 2 donkeys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ships. Some more ships than animals. Of course, the most important thing that you should look at when you start a game. Yeah, what can we do with 3? With 6 money here, we could buy some payload, which you have more need of because of the root cellar. You could rush a fishing village on settlers. I think settlers and ironmongers both have, I think those are both donkeys. Both very monochromatic cards. Oh, there's also this fish on Fishing Village that also counts as an animal, I guess. But it's dead. We're not talking about it. in terms of people's, we have groups of people with a landing party and fishing village and settlers and militia, and then single persons with Ironmonger, Vampire, and Devil's Workshop, and probably supernatural beings. I don't quite know who the person on Devil's Workshop is supposed to depict. Like, what is this the devil, or is this is this a worshiper, or who? I'm yeah. Oh, and then of course we have a single person with shy. Shy, I feel like, is a difficult thing to depict. Like, this is definitely not where my mind would go if I think of shy. Anyway, people were playing things. Oh, GrassWonder rushed a militia. Interesting. Okay, okay. And Neqativ, caught up with the province. All right. So, and with that, GrassWonder has picked up a second militia, which I think is good for shy. And can province here. Yeah, exactly. Yep, you will probably never play your night cards again, which might be why GrassWonder didn't pick up any in the first place, which shows how much I know, which is also unsurprising because what do I know? I guess it's definitely not my level, but I'm here to learn. Yeah, so this, of course, if GrassWonder always manages to find a haunted woods and ensure um and can ensure that Neqativ never gets to play their night cards, and that's a great thing to have them top deck useless cards. Yeah, here for one. But can continue provincing. Neck keeps the gold, but fails to hit province and is now 2 provinces behind. So there's still a lot of game in there just because the draw is unreliable. And obviously GrassWonder only has one Ironmonger. Wait, who has 5 Haunted Woodses? Picks up a 3rd militia. Picks up a root cellar, interesting, and picks up an imp. GrassWonder could pick up a landing party here. I'm not sure a second root cellar would make sense for them, just because then they get into trouble with their payload. But we shall see. Could pick up an Ironmonger. I mean, they do have 4 green cards now, so. And it's also my favorite card of this deck. But fine. Let's take the landing party. Yeah, so here again, Neck is gonna top deck. Their night cards. Interesting. I would have top decked that militia. I mean, you probably still have. Yeah, there's probably still a militia in there. Nick has 3 militias. Yeah, okay. So I guess that's fine. But, like, I don't know. I would have preferred the Haunted Woods. But maybe it's better to top deck the Haunted Woods. I don't know. Just because, I mean, GrassWonder has the Haunted Woods incoming. I don't know. Huh. Yeah, I think I would have preferred playing the Haunted Woods now, the second one. And then you have 2 militias next turn, which you can shy one, play the other. Mm-hmm. A root cellar here to save you, potentially. Although I haven't kept track of GrassWonder's deck, but maybe there are more green cards in these 3 cards, and then but in that case maybe you don't buy anything either way. Oh, there's the Haunted Woods. Of course you would try to continue to draw. But here maybe just play the Haunted Woods, pay off debt. I don't know that you want to trigger that shuffle. I thought those were all green cards, but they're all actions. Amazing. You could also play Haunted Woods by a Settlers just to top deck Ironmonger Militia Province. Well, What else is there to say about the art? Uh, well, um, I don't know. Russia's another one where I feel like I would be hard pressed to come up with a good visual representation. And I don't know if this is to suggest that people are building during the night. Are those people on there? Is that what this is suggesting? Well, I don't approve. Okay, a thing happened. What happened? We played the Ironmonger. All right, so we decided to trigger the shuffle. We decided against. Oh, no, never mind. We do have that. Yeah. Okay. And we reached another decision point. We have 6 coins. What to do with 6 coins? No need to rush a militia. Can't rush Haunted Woods. Could buy Ironmonger. Could buy a landing party. Could buy gold. They haven't seen their landing party yet. Okay. Neck again, missing province. And about to top deck 3 cards, which is fine because you've got 2 Haunted Woods in play. But what to buy? Buy another gold? Buy nothing, gain gold, trash Stuf. Trash the bat. Whoa. So GrassWonder, considering whether or not to shy this militia, shying the militia. That was easy. Yeah, this hand from GrassWonder. Jeez. I mean, they have a Haunted Woods incoming, but you hate to see it nonetheless. Thinking hard about, yeah, and not wanting to trigger a shuffle here. Ooh, but then triggering a shuffle anyway. Interesting. But then why keep the Devil's Workshop? This is confusing. I am confused. So you trashed your bet, which means now you don't have the possibility of picking up duchies. Like additional duchies, which I mean makes sense. You can't really assume that GrassWonder is going to miss Haunted Woods enough to for that to be reliable. But then now what? You have to hope that GrassWonder repeatedly misses province and that you can catch up with them while they are duchying. This feels, as an angsty player, this feels very doomed to me. As a player with little mental fortitude. But we shall see. We shall see. So we see GrassWonder calculating whether or not they are going to need this copper. Or are they... I had assumed that they would play the root cellar, but apparently... Oh, actually, since we're talking about the art, can we talk about the province art? Just because there is this lake. And the lake doesn't look like a lake because it's just white. It's not blue at all, which I'm not saying that every lake has to be blue, but I find it confusing. And this always trips me up in the art quiz. And I'm like, what is this? I'm sure I've seen it before, but and like it's clear that it's some sort of victory card, but still it's very confusing. Anyway, so we decided to trigger a shuffle, and Iris wants you to just buy a duchy, presumably before before triggering that shuffle. But here we are now. Surely you rush a Haunted Woods here, yes? Isn't that what you do? Oh, you can't. You don't have enough money. So that's not what you do. I mean, what are your options? If you don't want to waste, if you don't want to waste 6 coins, I don't know, you pick up another landing party, you pick up another Ironmonger, but then you top deck 2 cards and you don't have a Haunted Woods incoming. So maybe just bite the bullet and not buy anything. Oh, we're buying a duchy, alright. I find that a little scary. Oh, rough, rough, rough. I mean, I guess... Oh, no, wait, yeah, that's enough actions. I'm not very good at keeping track of the actions here. I forgot about the fishing village. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know about that bad trash. I don't know. I mean, yes, it's annoying. I don't. I mean, I understand. I understand it from a like an emotional perspective, but hmm. Ironmonger, right? Or is it between Ironmonger and Landing Party? Okay. So this is pretty nice for Neqativ. The question is, can they play Root Cellar and still hit Province? And they can. I mean, yeah, okay. I think that makes sense. You I guess it's too risky to um just play your silver to get the landing party back. Interesting. I mean, they are player two, so this makes sense. This is a buy nothing, gain another estate, right? I do you not? Yeah, I would have thought buy nothing, gain estate. Oh, wait. Yeah, it can't be because you just gain a gold. Never mind. Never mind. I know this game very well. Okay, so GrassWonder has some more time now. Can buy another duchy, but doesn't super need to, I guess. Although I guess it's good to have one. Because you only have that one gold, so presumably you're gonna need the gold to be able to hit province. And we expect GrassWonder to be able to hit province here. So that's, yeah, okay, we're there. All right, so first game goes to GrassWonder. Yeah, there was unfortunately, no way around that, militia. All right. And we head into game two. Of course, it's always nice for player 2 to win a game for them going into the next game. Okay, we have Lutz's, Fleet and Banquet. We have Secret Cave and Lamp. We have King's Courts. We have plus buy in the form of loots, Jeweled Eggs and Barons. Crucible can gain us loot. We have a village. We have duration draw. We have draw in the form of Magnate and Library, which I think is nice. Magnate plays nice if you want to have many lootses, and King's Court can accelerate stuff. So this looks like a fun kingdom, and there's Fleet. Fleet. So GrassWonder has a 5/2, which could be, I don't know if that's necessarily better than a 3/4 here. On a 5/2, you could do, I think it's worse, right? Because you don't necessarily want that jewel deck right away. So I think I want to open Crucible Silver, Crucible Cave. And oh, there's also Astrolabe for plus buy. So this is, yeah, you've got all you need in this kingdom. I mean, the trashing is weak, but it's sufficient, I would say. You can just gain 2 Crucibles, so we'll be fine. Yeah, on the 5/2, I think I would also go for a Crucible. And then I guess an egg because yeah, like the Wandering Minstrel is not the best village here, of course, but I think you can make that up with a Magnate library. I don't know. I feel like I would buy a Magnate here. Or buy the Longship. It's not gonna do anything for you half the turns, but it is draw and it will do stuff for you in the future. I don't know. I'm not sure there's like a particularly like better thing here. I'm sure people have wondered about this Baron thing, but like, what is it with the 2 people behind Baron? Why is that part of the art? What's the story that is being told? Was there like a blurb or something? What was the direction? I want to know the notes that the artist was given. Okay, so GrassWonder opted for Longship. Let's do our ship versus horses test again. Obviously, Fleet has many ships. We have Longship. Oh, thank you. I mean, I do like the Baron, like his facial expression, I think is interesting. And it's in the night. But like and he's got bling. Yeah, I have I have so many questions. This person doesn't look happy. The Baron looks happy, and this other person is like, I don't know, receiving news of the presidential elections or something. So I don't think we have any horses, do we? Because these are two people. No horse in the smithy. No horse at court. So no horses. No horses. Amazing. Neqativ decides to pick up a minstrel, which I I mean, if you're picking up a magnate here, or a longship, or a library, sure. GrassWonder gains an astrolabe, and presumably will get their first loot here. No horse at the banquet. Oh, but there's a serpent. Is it a dragon? Wow. Oh, dead animals. We have dead animals. So maybe the count should be, are there more ships than dead animals? I don't know. So opting against the loot, that makes sense. Gaining a longship, that makes sense. Yeah, this I don't really know if there are competing strategies necessary. Oh, that was a lucky pick. Hello. A lucky draw. Which I guess it was a 50-50 draw, but still. Still. Isn't this fine to crucible a copper? Oh, but you're thinking I could pick up a king's cord if I crucible this astrolabe. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, you still have so many cards in deck. Or is this time for king's cord? I'm not sure. I would prefer to pick up another magnate, I guess. I mean, you want more magnates, you want more minstrels, and you do want king's courts, but is this the time? I personally would like another crucible. But I mean, maybe you don't necessarily need one. Okay. Time for the loot. No, time for the popping of the lamp. I completely forgot about the lamp. Oopsie. Even though both players have them in hand right now. I was so fixated on the loot. Yeah, so you can't wish for a king's court, but you can wish for many helpful other cards. Do we not just want all the magnates? We don't. Okay, so we get to pop our magic lamp as well. And we will be able to pick up a king's court, so that's great. That's really great. You can pick up king's court and jewel deck, so this is really nice. This is really nice for Neqativ. Beautiful. I mean, it's kind of a set magnate, but you get to triple play it, so it's fine. Okay. We yeah. Yeah. There's not really a thing that you want to buy that costs 3/2, so um oh, what am I talking about? 5/4? Well, there are. Okay. Anyway, I'm rambling. Beautiful. So there should be another magnate down there, is that correct? Yes. So this could be magnate, and then another long ship, I think. And then another crucible. I still would very much like a second crucible, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, but you already played a long ship, so maybe you don't need another long ship now. Hmm. Nick has a long hard think about what to do. I mean, you could also take a second crucible, second troll deck at two Lutzes, but I think it would be good to. Oh, okay. I mean, you're gonna buy another King's Court here. Okay, so we're just. Insignia. Just got two, right? Or not. Gain another jeweled egg. I don't know. I really wanted some crucibles. But yeah, I mean, I guess you don't really need that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. This is fine. I'm not playing. It's not my call. This is fine. This could be a library. I mean, probably library is not as good as Magnate here, but GrassWonder does not have King's Courts yet. Okay. That's your second longship there. Should this just be another Magnate? You draw everything. Oh, you probably don't. Or do you? I didn't keep track. But surely this can be another Magnate. beautiful one. And then by 2 king's courts. Yes? Why are we... Why are we doing this? Why are we not hitting the autoplay treasures button? This is where it would be nice to have a co-commentator. I'm like, I'm just staring at the screen and waiting for something to happen, and I've already talked about the card art, and like I'm gonna start singing next is what's gonna happen here realistically. So we could look at we could think about what else they could do with their money if they don't want to buy 2 king's courts, obviously. But that's boring and like not why people tune into Dominion commentary for sure, right? They don't want to hear people talk about Dominion. Surely. Okay, so the last 2 coppers have been played amazingly. Okay, if we don't want to buy 2 king's courts, we want to buy platinum. And presumably another longship. Yeah, the players are certainly not rushing games here. And I mean, they shouldn't. This is the finals, and there's a prize on the line. It's not like League or any of the other tournaments where you basically play for play for a title and play for glory and fame. So I'm not faulting them. I would play a magnate and trash one of those. One of the oh well no, we only have 1 crucible. I forgot. I wish someone had more than 1 crucible. Jeez. I guess doubloons is not all that bad here, I guess, but it's still the gut reaction is still like no. King's Court, Minstrel, Magnate, Jewel deck. Wow. Yeah, good morning. It's fine. It's early. So by the power of King's Court, Neqativ feels quite ahead. GrassWonder decided to go platinum over King's Court, and we will see if that was a good judgment call. I mean, I certainly don't have problems right now to draw deck, which is obviously due to having two long ships incoming. Incoming. Well, you know what I mean. And question is, will they buy King's Courts now? Are they just not going to bother with King's Court? Are they going to buy Platinum King's Court? They could do two King's Courts jewel deck. I mean, they can do all sorts of other things, obviously, with this money. They could buy 3 curses. It's always an option. I don't know. I can't help but think that passing King's Court here is bad. I don't know. I forgot how I started the sentence. What I'm saying is I don't know if what would a board need to look like for you to not want a King's Court? Is this it? I mean, here you can King's Court the Baron, then you King's Court the Longship. Is this not is this not what you want? I mean, I do regularly find myself in these like matches like on this level where I'm like, surely here you do this, surely you want to do that, and then like players turn around and are like, nah. But yeah, so we will see, but I'm not convinced that you want to skip King's Court here, and I would be interested to know what a board looks like where you want to skip King's Court. Probably like a Groom Rush thing or something. Ooh, okay, but doesn't the King's Court, like the second King's Court, stay out now too? Don't like both King's Court stay out now? Oh, okay. I never know with the duration cards. I also never know with the masterminds, like how many masterminds stay out, if you mastermind a mastermind and stuff. Okay, well then then this is fine. Then we're safe. Hmm. Wait, what do we crucible? Oh, magnate. Okay. What does the win look like? We need more buys. So, another Baron? Presumably. So, I guess GrassWonder's angle is with the Platna, I can hit colony and then I let opponent lower piles and maybe I can sneak a win past them that way. But they would have to need to win next turn, is the thing. Oh, and then Neqativ has fleet, so. This is definitely like the, oh my god, I have too much money, I have too many buys, I don't know what to do paralysis that I find myself in sometimes. And then I personally often get scared and I'm like, I'm just gonna click a colony, I'm just gonna do it, I have enough money. It's fine. I do like this banquet magnate synergy there. Okay, so oh, I was gonna say GrassWonder can hit double colony by crucibling a platinum, but they can also hit double colony this way. Well, yeah, you need that fleet, that's for sure. And then maybe just gain another gold, I don't know, or gain another crucible. I mean, like, I'm not gonna stop saying I want more crucibles, just because you're probably going to want to hit double colony because Neqativ will be able to end the game here. So Neqativ's gonna have another 6 points, 19 points. Probably because they were cautious about draw and they didn't want to waste a king's court. And also you don't really need kings, like, yeah. Well, I guess if you wanted to play two longships, king's courted longships, yeah, I guess there was no reason to not king's court. Well, winning, what do you mean by winning? This is gonna empty piles, but then we have the fleet turns incoming, right? So you do You can definitely 3-pile here. But then you kind of... I think, I guess so, yes. I would assume so. I'm just thinking of GrassWonder can Crucible Platinums, right? And so you... But, yeah. With only one Crucible, that's not that scary anymore. I feel like if they had gotten 2 Crucibles, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, here we're going for the pile out. And then obviously GrassWonder only has 1 turn to buy two colonies. And this is already enough to outscore that, so you get 18, and then you still... Yeah, this is definitely this is playing it extremely safely, which is fine. Like I'm always like safety first, definitely. But you could just empty piles and then and buy a colony. Or I guess you can you maybe you can't. Maybe I was, but wait. So it would have been 18, right? And you had 33, so you had 15 left. Well, I guess that's... yeah, okay. I guess I was too quick. I guess it's good to play safe. But then we're not playing safe. But oh no, never mind. We do get... yeah. No, this is all safe because Neqativ has this last... has a fleet turn after GrassWonder. So everything is fine. This is fine. Like there's no way Neqativ will lose. Is what I'm saying. And here doesn't even need a colony, and it's already in hand, and let's just stop playing. Okay. Preserve your mental, like preserve your focus. And our focus. Okay, so player 2 wins every game so far. We have Mountain Pass. We have the Return of the Vampire. We have a horse. And we have a ship. So it's still... we have 2 ships even. Okay. So vampire means spoonses and hexes. Oh, I haven't checked all the... there's a horse with famine. There are many horses with war. There's a horse with plague. There's, of course, Akuchi. And there's like these envious fish things. Are they fish? It's unclear. Okay. So overall, more horses than ships is. Okay. All right. Let's focus. What are you investing in? Are you investing in capital cities or journeyman? All right. I mean, on the off chance that your opponent has 2-5, which is, or 5-2. um, but obviously your first 5 will be vampire, yes. I mean, yeah, invest is tricky. Um, when it's great, and when it's not, it's not, which is a very wise thing to say. I am bestowing great wisdom on everyone right here. But it does exile a capital city for you. So there's that. This is, of course, beautiful for Neqativ because they can cargo their vampire. Beautiful. GrassWonder can pick up a cargo ship here. If they so choose. Which they do. Well, it's a good thing I'm not doing commentary with my favorite co-commentator because he's asleep. But he would be very sad right now. Or probably not sad, but like unamused. Yeah, that poverty. I did want to make a note of both Outpost and Marchland. Just we're far from there yet, but yeah, I guess I didn't say too much about the kingdom. But basically it's got everything we need. It's got village, it's got draw, it's got plus buy, it's got trashing, so this is I think a happy place. The thing is that Sage can potentially skip your bat and or your fool's gold. I don't know, that's probably not the worst, but Sage is tricky. You could invest in Journeyman or something. Wait, who got a bridge? GrassWonder. Wow. You're on a train. You can join BC. That's okay. You can just look. Oh. See. Like, what is. What? Okay. You're exempt. Or does that mean you don't want to hear me sing? Because that would be. I would ignore that, I guess, at some point. I mean, it's fine. Like, there's enough happening right now. I'm good. I always wondered about this outpost. Like, is this supposed to be like, who lives there? Is this like a monastery type of thing? Who would want to live there on this outpost? I mean, it looks very nice. But yes, I have questions. Anyway, we picked up outposts. We're playing outposts. Well, I mean, no apparent reason. I'm not sure. If you lived on like the outpost for a while and you see there's this little island, I want to go there, and you don't have anything else to do, then I could see this is fine. Um, I could see like with enough time on your hands to be like, well, wouldn't it be nice to be able to like stand on that. This is basically where the sea witch stands, right? It's like she stands on this thing and with the sea in her back. And what we don't see is that, like, on the other side of that rock, like, she's facing the outpost, basically. Um, is how I imagine it. And, like, you do want the sea witch to be able to cross to your outpost, right? And, like, curse you directly, I think, is the story behind that. It's all linked together, I think. Or maybe, I mean, the sea witch, maybe she's not cursing you. She's just like saying, hi, do you have breakfast? I would like to eat with you or something. Anyway, things happened. It looks like Neqativ is deluded, which means they can invest more. Yeah, I think so. It's definitely the same place and the same people. Yes, yes. It's true. It's, it's the seaside, the one. It's all, it is all connected. Here we go. Investing in another cap city. And sad turns all around. Oh, Neqativ has 2 vampires. Amazing. I'm not sure. Are they all connected? Hmm. Seaside mats. Oh, okay. If you, yeah, no, I don't. But next time I'm playing an IRL tournament or whatever, I'm gonna take a look at those. Ah, okay. So GrassWonder. Oh, so it's like the. Oh, is that the island? Yeah. So it's like island and pirate ship and stuff, right? That form like one. Is that? Are those? Are those the seaside mats? What was the third one? Island and pirate ship and what else? No, island and pirate ship. Oh, native village. Okay. Thank you. Well, then I do know what you're talking about. I don't know if I've like ever seen those. Okay. So we are investing in capital city as well because you can't really afford to skip capital city on this board. But we took we took some time before we resigned ourselves to that reality. So now I don't know if you want to play your sage because you're gonna skip your bat, which is maybe fine because it might also be fine to have like bat and vampire. Um, uh, I'm missing a verb here, but you know what I mean. Um, right? Always have like one bat and one vampire per turn, and not 2 bats and 2 vampires. 2 bats or 2 vampires, but alternate. Yeah. That's the word. Well, sort of. Wait, so GrassWonder has invested in bridges, but Neqativ is the one with bridges? I'm confused. Yeah, I think I agree. And certainly as Neqativ, don't miss the point where you have to exile, you discard the cap cities from exile. Oh dear. I mean, yeah, in like take 5. Right? If you don't want to take the capital city, what are we considering? Another bridge? Like bridge sage, fool's gold. I assume we're never gonna touch fool's gold because we're gonna do um oh, interesting. Okay, okay, okay. That hurt. Wait, I thought. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, this could be again these last 2 cap cities. I think that's what it should be. Interesting. Okay. You've given up on capital city. That also hurt, for sure. Yeah, I'd have also thought that we're not there yet. Win? They don't have that many bridges, do they? Even with 2 turns, what does a win look like? Or do you just mean because they don't need to score? Okay. Yeah, okay. We shall see. Oh, right, and if they manage to turn their bats into vampires and draw everything, then that will make it even easier. Okay. Yeah, I was wondering about that, if that was like why you wanted the province. And they do have a lot more payload, that's true. I mean, they're not guaranteed to draw next turn. So it's unclear. If they really want to lower that much. I mean, if they draw, then okay. So decided to forego 2 of their buys. What do you mean no stop cards? You have bridges. Or from what they bought. Yeah, okay. Oh wait, we can't play. Yes, okay. So now we're good because now Martin can, yeah. All right. Another game goes to Neqativ in preliminary lead. 2-1 heading into game 4. Ooh, we have practice. We have practice bridge, no less. All right, all right, all right. Bounty Hunter Ruins is nice. Bounty Hunter Ruins Museum is nice. We can thin with Exorcist and Displace. Yeah, Bridge Roy Carriage, yeah. Yeah, draw should be Imp. Ghost Bridge also nice. So yeah, Bridge is definitely yeah. The thing to that we want to Yep. Yep, for sure. Yep. So this looks pretty explosive once you set it up. I never know how to like go about setting things up. I'm so confused by this. I'm gonna play half of my covers. Why are maybe it's just me being impatient, but I'm like I have the autoplay treasures button and I cherish it and yeah. Anyway, Bounty Hunter Silver looks fine. Yeah. I don't think I would go Exorcist over Bounty Hunter. Surely, definitely want to pick up an Exorcist, but I think, yeah. Yep. Yeah. So how do you go about this? I mean, obviously it always depends on your draw a little bit, but this is definitely a board where I'm like, I want all these cards. I have no idea what the order should be, like what to get first, and then I guess I would like hold myself up on, well, for I need the throne rooms before I can do this or that, and then yeah, I draw a bunch of throne rooms dead, and the opponent will be able to build better, and overall sadness ensues. Anywho, we shall see. First, let's do our ships versus horses check. And, well, I don't think we have any ships, but we have many a horse. So this is definitely, it goes to the shipses. That's okay. I was like, is that the neck of a horse? But no, it's not on death card. Okay. Anyway, Bounty Silver, Bounty Hunter Silver, Exorcist Silver. So Neqativ is more concerned with getting the draw in, which is fair. Yeah, again, I would have. I like this. Oh, this is beautiful. Look at this. This is amazing. GrassWonder with the perfect draw, I would say. And Neqativ needs to consider if they want to go displace here. Royal Courage certainly doesn't make too much sense now, just because there's nothing you can play it on. So it's probably considering displace or Bounty Hunter here. The Bounty Hunter 2 is nice because I mean, the same with the Displace, but you make sure that you keep one of those estates for the museum points. At least one here. Obviously, you can keep two. So we were thinking about horses. I mean, you probably weren't, but I was. I'm not sure what this here is on the workers' village. Is that a person with a plan, or is that a person with like a... Oh, I forgot what the word for Schubkarre is again. Like a cart or something? I don't know. Definitely no horses. I don't see any horses, which is weird because presumably you needed horses with like construction like that. Anyway, GrassWonder decides, no, Neqativ decides on gaining a displace. All right. And now GrassWonder can choose to forecast cards, which presumably is going to be Exorcist Throne Room, Exorcist Workers Village. I don't know. Surely one is an Exorcist, but then the other, yeah, could be anything basically. I mean, can always be anything, but presumably it's one of Throne Room or Workers Village. You mean gain Exorcist and buy an estate? Oh. Oh. Hmm. Hmm. Interesting. I do like the practice art so much. It's so beautiful. Just like the composition is so elegant. And the color scheme is so pleasant, and it's so nice. It's so nice. All right. So interesting. So no Exorcist. We're thinking of doing everything with workers' villages here, apparently. I mean, maybe they're not. We will see. We shall see. Everybody picks up carriages. And Neck has to decide whether or not they want an imp here, which would come at the cost of gaining an estate, which is not great. Decide against that. This would have been a very nice practice turn for Neqativ if they could have hit 3. I think Throne Room. Nick has a wisp. I think. I mean, it's unclear if you're gonna collide them, but yeah, I don't know. So Nick with 2 bridges now, a workers' village, a carriage, GrassWonder 2 carriages. Now has to think of whether or not they want to displace. Yeah, I think there are like there are just many ways. And like I said, I wouldn't, like, I know where I want to end up, but I have no idea what the best way is to get there at all. So yeah, maybe you just stock up your carriages and wait for that bridge mega turn. I could see that. So here we exile copper, practice bridge, and buy some more carriages, I guess. And by some more, I mean one. By carriage, by the workers' village. Oh, GrassWonder is the workers' village and not Neqativ. I am paying rapt attention. Yes, yes. I track everything while I marvel at the art. Well, again, I wonder what the holdup is. It seems very straightforward to me to practice. Oh, okay. Well, never mind. I'm just a silly panda. Can you call royal carriage when you're practicing? I think so. Yeah, I think you can. Wait, why didn't we? Okay. I mean, maybe if we'd practiced the bridge, then we wouldn't have been able to afford royal carriage anymore. I'm going to choose to believe that that's why we didn't practice the bridge. Yup. I do like the... Oh, wait. Neqativ didn't get a bounty hunter, so it's just doing the exorcist stuff. Or, I don't know. I can't really tell because GrassWonder has already exiled 5 things, but then all the trashes must have been Neqativ, right? So they are ahead with the thinning. Well, I did not keep close track, but I assume that they're at least tied on the carriages now. Yeah, because Neqativ bought 2 carriages. They drew 2 carriages now, and they have one on their tavern mat, so it's at least 5/5. I mean, I think this looks good for Neqativ right now. I guess we'll see while GrassWonder is trying to decide whether or not to carriage that workers' village. And this will come to the surprise of no one, but I did not keep track of GrassWonder's deck, so I do not know what else they have there. I mean, presumably you're thinking of trying to find a bridge. Maybe? It's unclear to me. What else is there to say? Let's talk about the museum. I find this museum a little puzzling. Like, that's not typically, that looks more like the inside of a church, right? And not like, this is not how museums are, what they look like typically. Now, obviously, I can't speak for what they looked like 200 years ago. And maybe this is what they looked like. But typically, you don't have like a huge hall or something. It's more like smaller rooms, and then obviously when you have paintings and such, you don't typically have the paintings where there are windows, just because they're very sensitive to light. And yeah, this looks more like the inside of a cathedral to me, just because of the huge, the height of the room, and you have the pillars and stuff. That's not what I would associate with a museum necessarily. And then obviously, like, the concept of the museum is not a very old one. It's fairly recent. So it's not like you needed to reappropriate existing space in the form of like, this used to be a cathedral, or this used to be, which is what they did in the Soviet Union, obviously. Like, they repurposed their churches, but I think that's fairly uncommon. And also, like, these are not stained glass windows, which like makes it probably not a church actually. But then what is this space? It's very interesting. Anyway, so GrassWonder displaced copper into a ruin, and then bought another ruin. So is going for these museum points. Neck plate, their carriages and the wisps, and wisps as in play a wisp and carriage a wisp. Oh, okay. And gains an imp by trashing displays. Fascinating. Fascinating. I mean, maybe. Maybe. Yeah. Not what I had expected. For sure. Not what I had expected. Anyway, got a little carried away. So I presume to continue talking about the relevant thing here. I presume the museum is supposed to be like a room of like a palace, like a I don't know, the king's palace or whoever, like the ruler's palace, and they have like one room um to be like the museum, and maybe that's it. But then again, it's like it's such a big room. Like I don't know. What I hope for and what I choose to believe is that the artist tasked with designing this art did some research about museums, um, the medieval museums, which did not exist, but yeah, and that they found inspiration somewhere. What I'm not, so we can't talk about like the game. I'm talking about museums. This is not okay. Fine. Well, so you need 4 death cards to empty ruins. So I think not. Because then you only have. Oh wait, do we have more stuff on our tavern mat? We don't. So no, this is not winning. Or I guess it is winning in the sense that what are they possibly going to do here to top that? So in that respect, maybe. I don't think Neqativ has hit a 6-point fairgrounds. We can try and count that out. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think they only have 9 uniques. They trash their displays. Maybe they have a silver, so that would be 10. Definitely a far cry from a 6-point fairgrounds. However, with death card, obviously it's not that difficult to hit 5 more uniques. Well, it's tricky, right? I would say throne, workers' village, bridge. Oh wait, you have to get the royal carriage in there somewhere. But this is not the only bridge, right? I mean, this is about maximizing buys. More so than bridges, I think. But this is tricky to calculate for sure. Although then again, it's not, because everything's going to be super cheap. So I don't know. But like, surely this is just about maximizing buys. And how many buys you can do. If you'd thrown Workers' Village and Bridge and then carriage the bridge, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9 buys, and then maybe if you're lucky you can draw another bridge, and then you have 10 buys, which like 1 is the death card, probably 2 death cards, then you have 6 buys, and then you buy province and 5 fairgrounds. Which is still not enough points, I don't think. Okay, but here you, okay, so you, surely this is still enough, right? You practice, should you have practiced both of these bridges? Maybe, presumably. I think you needed to practice both bridges. Okay, so let's count again. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we need 2 death cards. And we only have 9 buys because we didn't thrown somewhere where I thought we should thrown. Tricky, tricky. So I don't think we touch province. Unless like I miscounted and they do have it, but I think they only have, they can only get 30. Oh, no, 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 no. No, no, no. I didn't account for museum points. No, no, no. They should have this. Oh, but they only have 9 buys. But still, I think, right? You get 2 death cards, so that's 4 or 6 points. Or surely 6 points. 6 VP. You buy a province, that's 8 VP. So that's 14, and we're at 36. And then you buy 6 fairgrounds, which is 38 plus 30, plus, oh, yeah, plus 30. And then you're at 68. I think that's, I think with the museum points, that should be enough. Oh, and this is even easier. Okay. Wow. All right. So, Neqativ at match point, heading into game 5, 3-1. And Neqativ is player 1. So, I mean, that means they need to win. I mean, they can also tie, but they're definitely in a very comfortable position, and this is a naked kingdom, and I'm not okay with this. I do not like it. All right, so Lutzes are back. King's Court is back. So, yeah, we draw with Alchemist, Swamp Shack, Spalt, Old Witch. There's plus buy in the loots and scrap. I'm never sure. Like I do like Alchemist, but I never know when the deck gets a good card to pick up. The thing is, okay, so scrap is trashing, but it's like trashing curses is annoying, I think, with scrap. I mean there's also trader, but um for completeness sake, there's also trader. All right. So we're opening scrap GrassWonder again with a 2/5. And opening Old Witch, which is correct. On the 3/4, yeah, what do you do with your 4? I could see double scrap actually. But I can see scrap silver, that's fine. I mean, I would probably go for the Alchemist, and then maybe that's way too slow. I don't know. But I could see that for sure. Scrap silver, yeah. Yeah, I think that's... And now second scrap, I can see that too. That makes sense. GrassWonder presumably going to pick up a scrap here. Or so I think. Okay, let's do the ships versus horses. Obviously we have the horse, but then there's also, well, actually, no, that is a horse. Okay, scrap has a horse. Yeah, it would be. It's kind of look like a cow for a second there. We can see the horse that pulls the trader's cart. And then figurehead obviously has a ship, and we have a goat. All right. Neqativ buys a coven. Interesting. I don't. Oh, and GrassWonder did not buy a scrap, but bought a silver. Is it too early for King's Court? And the answer is, it's a very, very likely yes. But then again, it's like you can buy one here. Whee! This is gonna be a card action. And then you can scrap another copper. Ooh, or not. Okay, yeah, I guess that makes more sense. Yeah, and you miss your King's Court, which is to be expected, of course. And Nick now presumably picks up an Old Witch. Yeah, that coven is interesting. Interesting to me. Yep. I mean, you could, of course, decide against playing your Old Witch in the hopes of colliding King's Court with an action card next turn if you pick up an action here. But you could also, I mean, I haven't tracked the deck. No, there's 2 coppers left, right? So you can pick up another King's Court if you want. I don't know if that makes much sense. Probably not, because at this point, Old Witch and King's Court are your only cards in deck. Your only actions in deck. And they decide against it. Well, yeah, it's gonna be interesting. How they are going to build their deck. And Neqativ has a long think about what they are going to do. Could pick up another Old Witch, could pick up a Vault, could pick up Swamp Shacks. I could see all these things. This could be a scrap for GrassWonder. This could be Swamp Shack. Swamp Shacks wouldn't be. I think would make sense. Although, yeah, it'll be difficult to trigger them, really. And if you can't really trigger them, then they're a sad village for sure. But for now, it seems like GrassWonder wants to really get by on this board without trashing. I don't know. It's only turn 7, so there is time. This next turn, of course, is very nice for GrassWonder because they can just. I mean, presumably Neqativ is gonna have at least one curse in hand that they can trash. I was thinking maybe Vault for Neqativ just to help them hit 7. Yeah, so King's Court hand for GrassWonder coming in as was to be expected. And Neqativ just gets to thin. I don't think we do. I mean, well, I guess it doesn't really matter because down there you have King's Court. Oh, you had the other Old Witch. Never mind. I forgot about the other Old Witch. Yeah, so now you're gonna draw your other King's Court dead. So yeah, definitely an unfortunate draw for GrassWonder. Which presumably would have been the case either way, right? Because, yeah. Yeah. And finally, GrassWonder picks up a scrap. We're so proud. And here Neqativ gets to hit King's Court finally. Beautiful. The precision, amazing. Hopefully soon. I mean, it's probably fine for Neqativ to wait, like to pick up another King's Court. But yeah, hopefully soon. I mean, GrassWonder is pretty behind on trashing, as you would expect. So maybe, I mean, they do have more old witches at this point. I'm not sure about how many swamp shacks they have. So maybe you want to have a little more control before you add the cutthroat. But then again, also like you can just like play the cutthroat, leave it in play. You're gonna need to buy a gold to activate it. So it's kind of slows things down too. But I don't know. Maybe you can skip it even. I don't know if you do. Classic Swamp Shack sadness for GrassWonder. I mean, this could be a cutthroat. Why not? Replaces their old witch. Which makes sense. Discarding coppers for style points, I guess. This is beautiful, of course. Beautiful as well because Neck doesn't have any of their 4 curses in hand. That's true. It's true. Yep. So this is very nice for GrassWonder now. They can get 2 horses, they can get plus buy. This is very nice. I guess that's what they were thinking about. I mean, I guess, I don't know. Always feels risky to me because, yes, you are likely to be able to trash it, but then do you really want to give up that space? All right, so I could see those being horse coin or something. It doesn't have to be horse buy. I don't think there's 3 things that you want to buy off this much money. But horse coin gets you King's Court Alchemist. Although I don't know, maybe we have reached the point where we don't need that anymore, and you could just do Alchemist Cutthroat, maybe. I could see that. Okay. Beautiful. So... That's a little awkward, isn't it? You could just scrap that copper and gain another king's court, but then... Or you scrap the scrap. I could see that too. Scrap the scrap, gain action, or spy. I mean, I still have lots and lots of copper. Okay. Desperately fishing for their king's courts, but they are not... Well, this might still be fine. I mean, you could king's court your cutthroat. I don't know. I mean, your next turn is gonna be fine, presumably, because you will see your other king's court, hopefully, and have the alchemist. But maybe this is better. I don't understand not trashing the curse, but maybe that's just like for opponent's old witch, but I don't, yeah, that doesn't super make sense to me. So here, I don't know. I guess I don't. Yeah, you can King's Court your scrap, trash those curses by gold. Live a happy life. All right. Getting a very good loot there as well. So that's nice. And now Neck has to think about how to counter that. I'm really bad with the vault type of thing of like I have everything and I discard everything to gain money and then I draw it all back up. I'm also very bad at tracking like these king's cards where here I'm like, I play the second action before I play the third king's card because otherwise I get very confused. But I guess I can just, so now you have 4 king's card plays left, right? And now you can discard a lot of cards and draw them back up. Is that how it works? Well, now you can draw 2 with the swamp shacks. Yeah, I have. You can definitely discard the scraps, I think. But could you discard all of the monies and be able to draw everything? I don't know. Presumably not. Which I don't know if that is even the aim here. It happened. It's so scary. Oh, it's so scary. So scary. Okay, it's fine. And I guess like if I had done the math, then I would have known that this was fine. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so you can get 4 buys total. Yeah, this was probably all fine all the time. Let's can do this one more time. 4 buys, and then do you still go for a cutthroat or yeah, I mean, what else? Like you're just building some more? Just adding more King's Court, more Old Witch, more Swamp Shacks. No cutthroat. I mean, yeah, it does take a turn for sure. Hmm. But it's like, I don't know, it's more straightforward plus buy. But then again, it's also, if it's not, yeah, it is risky, right? Because you might end up getting one of the non plus buy loots. So I could see not wanting to rely on that. And like, this works fine with the scrap and the vault. So maybe we're wondering if we want to go, like, if we want to take a province now. Piles are low. I mean, King's Court is an expensive pile that you can't just you can't empty easily, but it is low. Yeah, so I imagine we are going to King's Court scrap here for more plus buy. Oh, but we're not. All right, King's Court and Cutthroat, which makes sense. You're still gonna scrap a silver for plus buy, and then buy gold. You have 3, 6, 12, potentially 14 cards, 14 coins. So 6 and then 8 left, which could be another King's Court, could be a province. I would definitely be worried about Neqativ's next turn. But we decided against the plus buy. Which means I guess yeah, okay, I guess it makes sense to not want a fourth buy, a third buy. This is very nice. I like this. Let's see what Neqativ can do here. Has not found their fourth King's Court yet, which I guess means they're gonna Old Witch next. And then they can start with their vault shenanigans. Or maybe they're already thinking about discarding here, which again, I don't know, it always looks super easy, barely an inconvenience, but when I tried to do it, I'm like, I don't know. I don't to pull it off, and I am left with a terrible shuffle that I triggered. But I'm sure it's just like math, and my brain just doesn't cooperate. Which happens sometimes. Got a puzzle sitting next to me, and I feel my eyes are wandering. I'm making good progress here. Okay. So we did discard many cards. We found. Oh no, we played the old. Okay. We did what I thought we would do. And now we can play three more King's Quartzes. This is one of those puzzles with where you don't have the regular puzzle pieces, like the square or rectangular ones, right? But it's like this is quote unquote smart cut technology, where like all the pieces are cut differently, and that's makes it more difficult, which is fun. Anywho, presumably we have done our math and we know how much to discard now. Okay. And then we have another vault left that we can do all of this again with. Oh, but we're King's carding a scrap. All right. Yeah, I mean, yes. Yeah, this all makes sense. Swamp Shacks draw 3 right now. We're going to draw 4 now. We've got 2 more horses down there. 3 more horses? 3 more horses down there. You're gonna draw at least 12 cards with what you have in hand. I don't know, in my brain that just causes knots. But I'm sure it's not that difficult to calculate. Meanwhile, we are looking at this king's court. And I like that it's so colorful. It's very pretty. Definitely. Well, I guess like the throne room, which I would suspect is where the king's court is taking place. It's very monochromatic, which isn't itself, which isn't negative at all. But I do like the color composition of the king's court a lot. Okay, so here basically what we expected to happen happened. And it's true that Neqativ has good payload. But it's only slightly more, I think, than what GrassWonder has. Although, okay, so this makes sense, of course, right? To double here because opponent knows that you can triple. So they can't double and they shouldn't triple. Yeah, they can double, they can triple. And they can probably also, oof, rough. Okay, and they dud here, so that's very unexpected, I think. That's pretty rough. Okay, so, uh, yeah, I think that's game for Neqativ. I think that was crucial. Oh, there's a king's court. All right. Sort of. Unclear. I mean, they have 5 king's courts, so this is fine. So they triple here, and then GrassWonder needs 21 points. So five duchies and province plus a state. I don't think they have that money. I don't think they have that money, so I think Neqativ should be fine with tripling. Yeah, that was unfortunate. They bottom deck their king's courts. Very unfortunate. This is a big counting game again. We could look at gender distribution meanwhile. So we have Cutthroat, Old Witch, and then a whole coven of witches. And then Traitor, I think, is 2 women and a child. So there's definitely, I mean, and the child, it's sort of like undisclosed gender, I would say. Scrap? I can't tell. But yeah, it's definitely. Ooh. But presumably the statue. I don't know. I can't. Who can say? Who can say? And the King's Court has one woman. Well, maybe the King's Court is is dragging it back to where okay, it's definitely we definitely have more men displayed here. All right. Yeah, Neqativ was even able to buy all the remaining provinces there. I'm sorry, this was like very anticlimactic because I was rambling about non-game related stuff. Anyway, Neqativ won the consolation bracket of the Dominion Online Championship 2024. Congratulations. Yeah, very impressive play from both of these players. I do like it when players go for different strategies. It always makes for a fun viewing experience. Neqativ wins 6 months of complete sub, so congratulations. And thanks everyone for watching and listening, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye bye.